Okay, we have finally found a full demonstration version of the game recorded on the screen. I will leave the link to it in the description below, but for this video we will discuss the bosses. First up is Red Demon, and as you can see, you need to perform this summon ritual for him to fall from the sky. He can fall on top of you and you will not take damage, don't worry, however fireballs do deal damage actually. When you stand at a distance from the demon, he will throw a fireball at you. In the close range, he swings his claws to deal damage to you. He can also smack the ground with his fist, and when you're parallel to his shoulders, he will pull out this move. In his next animation, he will scream and then start charging his special ability that will start summoning fire from the ground. If you are up close to him long enough, he will swing his claws, then jump up and land on you with his ass. When you see blue light pop up, you should switch the characters, or else he will continue with his animation and perform his ability. For his another ability, he gets on all fours and starts throwing flames from his mouth. And for his last ability that also can be interrupted with the character switch is him stomping on the ground and summoning flames at a great distance, so make sure to use the character switch mechanic to its fullest, guys. Next up is the Grey Demon. To start the boss fight, you will have to attack the magician that is performing a prayer to summon the Grey Demon. You can either just attack him and then he gets aggravated and will start the summoning process, or you can kill him and the summoning process continues anyway. Once the animation for the Grey Demon plays, unlike Red Demon, he actually will deal damage, so you better move away from him. If you are attacking him from behind, he will perform a spinning attack. When maintaining a distance, he will throw a laser beam at you. Up close, he can also perform a 3-attack combination. When you are at a distance, he has another long-range ability where he cuts the ground with his claws. In the close range, he can also stomp you. After a certain amount of time elapses, he will start flying and gain a shield. To drop him, you will have to attack him with long-ranged abilities, or else he will just continue flying for another period of time. Once you break the shield, he will fall and be stunned temporarily. However, if you do not break the shield, he will simply just continue the fight on the ground. When you see him scream like this, he gains a buff and his attacks become even more devastating. After a certain amount of time elapses, he will start charging his ultimate move and gain a shield. You can either go at a safe distance and simply just avoid it and then continue the fight, in which case he will perform his ultimate and you will be unaffected. However, if you are brave and confident in your abilities to finish the fight, or at least break the shield, you can simply just charge at him, which either will kill him or simply just stop him from charging up his ultimate attack. Now, as for his flying state, he can perform a laser beam to keep his distance away from you, and he can do it multiple times in a row. He can also quickly charge at you with his claws, doing a quick melee attack and then continue to fly again. For his next attack, he will rain balls of darkness at you and finally will throw the biggest one of them. For his next move, he will fly away and throw 3 more balls of darkness and then charge at you. To close the distance on the ground, he can also jump at you with a punch. For his last ability, he will fly up and throw dark energy balls at you. Firstly, he will throw 5 for 3 times, and lastly he will throw 10 of them at once. With the Grey Demon out of the way, let's continue with the hardest and most complex fight in the game, that being the giant Albion. In the beginning sequence of the fight, he will start with throwing fireballs, then he will use an AoE that will stun you. Right after it, he will grab you and pick you up. And once he slams you, it will do certain amount of damage. When you are in the close range, he can perform a combination of 4 stomps. As you can see on the top, he has a shield, so once you break it, he will fall on his ass. Once you drop him, you are able to climb him, and your main goal is to reach his core to deal as much damage as possible, so you can advance through his phases. He has a total of 3 phases. Once a certain amount of time passes, he will charge up his core and blow it up to throw you away. His next attack is a one giant stomp that will perform damage over time, and you should avoid it and stay away from it for a certain amount of time until the ground clears up. Sometimes he will simply punch the ground to squash you and his hand will get stuck, giving you time to deal some cheap damage. Once you deal a certain amount of damage, he will step back and an animation will play where he is fighting King. That will start the beginning of the second phase. In the second phase of the fight, he is distracted by other fairies and the king himself, giving you time to perhaps heal your characters. However, you still have a goal in mind. You will have to find a weapon to shoot projectiles at his core. It will take a total of 3 shots to finally defeat him to start the third phase. As the phase 3 starts, he will do a leaping attack against you, so make sure to get out of the way. He will also summon spikes that will also deal damage. Phase 3 is basically an improved version of Phase 1. Albion is more aggressive with a similar moveset, but he is also willing to do combo attacks, and when you're being hit by him, you're likely to get poisoned and take damage over time. In this phase, he is more likely to move away from you to create distance, and he is more likely to use punches, so you have harder time to approach him. As you will see, he still uses a similar ability that he used in phase 1, where he stomps and then creates an area of effect where you will take damage over time. Also, don't let his physicality fool you. He is absolutely willing to use the laser from his core. Anyways, that's it for today. I still have not found footage where the player is actually able to defeat the Albion, but if I'm able to find it, I'll let you guys know. Anyways, thank you for watching, leave a like, subscribe, and have a great day.